I'm a cyclist and I live in the Pennines, and welcome to my channel. It's the third week into January 2025 and these are the Pennines behind me. That way there is the Pennine Way, and them hills are at over 1,550 feet above sea level, and I'm pretty high up here as we stand. And because it's winter, I'm out on my Kona cooler. It's my good old faithful Frankenstein bike with a 1x11 setup, and it's had some hammer through the recent winter rides. It's had new wheel bearings front and back, new bottom bracket, new free hub bearings, brake pads, you name it. It's almost like a new bike. So the plan today is I'm going to go for a ride to Uppermill. It's a nice local ride. It's a very fresh, cold January morning, and I'm going to meet up with a fellow bike rider who wished to stay anonymous, and I have to respect that. So here's the video, and I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching.
So let's get some ride data up for you, and there's the map, and that's where we're based in the northwest of England. And today's route was going to be a clockwise one, where we started off near Hollingworth Lake, heading on towards Denshaw, Delft, where we found a lovely cafe at Uppermill, before making our way back towards Oldham via Springhead, into Royton, High Crompton, and then Castleton, before the final leg back towards my local village nestled in the foothills of the Pennines. And the distance today was just over 38 miles, with an elevation gain of just shy of 2,700 feet. And as for the weather, it was very cold and a bit damp, with a bit of snow in higher places. It's still there where the sun doesn't get a chance to melt it at the moment.
What?
Can't be on video.
You can?
No, it's not a good idea for them.
Right, well I won't fuck what you in it then.
Right, yeah.
Right, it's the third weekend in January and I'm out with somebody here I'm going for a ride with, but I can't show you because of copyright reasons. No guesses. Where we're going today, I'll make your voice sound different, like when you do it on Crime Watch. So where are we? We're at Milton Row, and we're going to climb up the A640 over the top to Denshaw. That's a big climb in the Pennines. So the idea today is a little local loop. Done it many times before, and we're going to Uppermill. So this is the A640, and then we've got a bit of snow on the air, but most of the snow from around the Pennines seems to have cleared, but you can see pockets of it on the hill still. Hopefully we'll find a good cafe in Uppermill. There's plenty there. I could do with a brew now. It's cold.
And the cafe we had in mind is called Saint's Cafe, just on the cobbled section of St Mary's Gate in Uppermill. Been here many times before. It's rather quaint.
Right, the climb's just begun now properly. We'll get around that first left-hander. And like most climbs around here, they're not hard, they're not that long either. This one isn't. But you'll get up there, get the right gear. I won't recommend it in the big ring like this person in front of me has, but hey-oh. There's a nice view there, looking across towards Python.
So as you can see there, I've got some good cadence. I'm also wearing my winter overshoes. They're a must at this time of year. Having cold feet is all part of the process, but you don't want them to get too cold.
So we're just about to break through the 1,000 foot contour. We're nearly at the crest now, the summit, and that wind's cold, and we're definitely into the snow line. Now this descent on the other side is super quick. Going that way is even better, I think. But you can hit over 54 mile an hour, 55. And one of the lads last year, he had a massive crash at over 55 mile an hour. Could have been 54, but my God, he lived to tell the tale. Got ice on the road here. You can just about make out the frost on the grass there. Here's the summit.
And so on this next section of the descent, we had a moment that is very hard to put into words, where a car driver who clearly didn't have the confidence to overtake us, and we were hugging the left-hand side of the road there. They eventually passed us and then decided to brake, and we were cruising at over 30 miles an hour. And like I said, on its day, it's an extremely quick descent. See there, straight away they've passed us and just put the brakes on. And it wasn't like a brake check, this was just lacking the confidence to go at a speed in the car that was appropriate. It's so frustrating. I dare say in summer I would have overtaken the car because it would have been the best thing to do to get out of the way, really.
Why would you overtake me and then put the brakes on? I just don't get it. This is Denshaw. Got a really strange staggered junction. So this is Delft Road, it's the A6052. Just up there on the right, that's where Grange Bar Road is. And the Tour of Britain went up there a couple of times in recent years. They like to bring them round here because we've got the hills. And you're not far from Manchester. Cruising along here. 10 mile covered. I always get mixed up with this Diggle or Delft. So this is Delft New Road. Good tarmac. Rightio, we've done about 12 miles. We're on the outskirts of Uppermill now. It's a very local ride for us this, you know. Roughly 45 minutes to get here. It's worth it though for the brew. You've got Uppermill and Ebden Bridge. They're good places, you know, this time of year.
And so I'd covered about 11 miles at this stage. And obviously riding this bike, I mean, looking at myself there, I just look like I'm commuting to work. But it's always great to get the miles in your legs through winter, knowing that when the summertime comes, when I get on a racing bike, I'll be flying.
So that cafe, just down here on the right. Here we are. Saints. Yeah. Let's go upstairs. It's a good little cafe this, isn't it? But I can't put the person in the corner who wants to come for a ride with me, so I'll just point the camera this way. We've got a nice alcove there. I'll have a look out the window in a minute. Nice view out the window, isn't it?
Spoiler alert, I wasn't having a black pudding today.
Sausage and egg.
But nevertheless, the food was spot on, and it's always good to have a catch-up. One of your cycling chums.
Right, well that was a proper good sausage and egg balm. A nice pot of tea, and it was plenty warm in there. It's time to hit the road now, and I've got to remember to keep the camera off my cycling buddy because of YouTube copyright rules. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. Right, let's get going. Going right. Is it right? Well, it's getting busy now. So we'll make our way on the A670 Oldham Road. Boy, it's one of them kind of cold, kind of damp mornings. It's not raining, but it's that cold that gets right into your bones. We've got signs here for Holmfirth. I'll tell you what else I checked the other day. I checked on my Strava account, and I've just gone over 100,000 miles on my profile. That's not too bad. Some big hills are on the left, some big massive Pennine hills, look at them. They take you right over the top to the last of the summer wine country. Great climbs, but we're not going that way today. So we thought right now on the A669, and we're on around the 675 foot contour. It's a nice gentle climb this. Wow, we're at 860 feet now. A little stinker that after the cafe.
So this is the Burnage Lane climb. It's just under a mile long, with an elevation gain of 300 feet, an average gradient of 6.4%. It's quite tough, to be fair. Looking at the map, we've just cycled through Groton, with Springhead ahead of us, and Lees to come. as we approached the outskirts of Oldham. And the descent wasn't too bad either.
So 15 miles covered, this area is Springhead. That's a nice little descent there. Got over 30 odd miles an hour. Rightio, we were just on the outskirts of Royton on the A663. We're going to take a left up here and go towards Higher Crompton House School, if you know that area. Past a good old pub that's shut down now called the Fairview. Sorry about before, because there was parts of just after, was it Springhead? It's just not a nice place to me. It just looks messy. And you know, we like to get out and get into the countryside. We like to feel, you know, we're in rural Lancashire and parts of West Yorkshire where it's a place for the heart. It's a place to love. And some of them areas, I'm not into them. And it just seems to me like some of them areas, the local community just doesn't respect where they live. It's just dump all your crap everywhere. Right, I'll be quiet. There's the old Fairview pub. We'll cross over the M62 in a minute. Yeah, the weather's really come in now. There's the M62. Just about make it out there. "24 miles covered now. We've made our way to a place called Castleton, which is the A664. And if you look to the left there, they've put a new cycling lane in. So normally, on a work day, if I come home this way, and I do, I'll use that because it's really good in rush hour traffic. It's not so bad today. I'll go on it now, actually. But you've got to watch it with the side streets and things. It disrupts your flow of riding. It's okay.